up, friends? Geoff Fienberg back here with you talking more PGA Tour action for oddschecker.com/US. We continue our attempt to get off the mat. It's the RBC Heritage out in South Carolina this week. We'll get after it. Smash that like button. Check out the video I already did this week, an outright preview video with Rick Gaiman at Rick Rungood. 3 outright picks already in there. 35-1 Daniel Berger, 35-1 Joaquin Niemann, 60-1 Kevin Na. Let's get after it. More to come. More outrights right out of the gate here. Mav McNeely, 55-1, fourth place here last year. Mav has just been great with those irons. I have the belief that he can be a Bermuda putter. He seems to be very comfortable on a course and at small greens. I've made that correlation to Pebble Beach as well multiple times this week. In the end, I couldn't resist. I talked myself into it fully. Maverick McNeely, outright first-time winner this week on tour. Let's get it, Mav. Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood, 55-1, T14 at the Masters. A slew of really nice upward ticking form coming in here for Tommy Fleetwood. I believe the Bermuda surfaces can suit him very well. The iron game, definitely, as I mentioned, trending in the right direction. Going to the well with my guy, Tommy Fanboy Fleetwood. Let's get after it. Doesn't matter that his son looks like a 3-year-old porcelain doll version of me. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. Only makes me like him more. Harold Varner III. Harold Varner III, 60-1. Oh, I went back and forth with this one. I don't even want to tell you that a lot of names really debated between giving this spot to Norin, Hadwin. There was a Hoagie, a handful of them. Harold Varner III, second place here last year. Now we have the confidence of the win in Saudi Arabia, a first Masters appearance, which was pretty much the whole bag. Harold Varner, it's an event that is very important to Harold, and I'll be honest, that I can argue as a good thing or a bad thing. It can be a little bit of a concern. He does talk himself up, but hopefully the calmness of that recent win and the current form cannot have him. What am I trying to say? I'm a little worried he cares too much about this event. He called it his 5th major. South Carolina guy wants to do it for friends and family. Who wouldn't? But Harold Varner, he makes the card. The way he has just been striking those 170-yard irons, perfect in my opinion this week for the small targets at Harbor Town. That won't even be the end of Varner for me in this video. There were so many options in this like 50 to 80 range that I was, tossing and turning between. Those are the 3 that I went with to go with the picks that I made yesterday. Hopefully we can get off the mat here at Harbor Town. Props head-to-head. Mav McNeely over Webb Simpson getting +110 on this one. Webb Simpson, former champion here. And yeah, I am going to pick on Webb. Mav McNeely, I just feel is so perfect for this course. I mean, you'd say Webb is this course. Mav McNeely is the future of Harbor Town links, in my opinion. And I'm getting plus money on him and how everything sets up for him this week. The yard ranges that we will see the most in on approaches. Mav just continues to improve and excel truthfully in that. So I'm taking Mav over Webb. Mav's already on the outright card. Top South African, Dylan Fratelli, +220. Top South African. That one over at BetMGM. We're going to have to take down the likes of Garrick Higo and some others this week. But Brendan Grace, I guess I'm stepping in front of a few defending champions. But Fratelli, that great form in Valero, little rest from the Masters. Hopefully that can carry over here this week. I like this one. Fratelli, +220, Top South African. Alex Norin, T40, +100. T20, +220. Really went almost to the finish line with picking Norin to win this week. His game has just been trending so nicely. He was very chalky recently. This week, not getting nearly the amount of love he'd been getting in recent weeks, but potentially a course I'd want to say a field. I am annoyed the field is as strong as it is, stronger than I had anticipated heading into the week. But it is a course and a field that hopefully we can get that breakthrough PGA. Well, I'll actually be really upset if we get that breakthrough PGA win this week for Noren, because I just talked about it and didn't bet it. Harold Varner plus 100 on the T40. I'm really tempted to even add that on the T20 as well. That's how confident I am with Varner this week. Obviously, he's on the outright card. Mito Pereira. Let's bring that approach over. Mito plus 145 on the T40. Another guy contemplated with the outright. That would be quite the maiden or the breakthrough victory this week for Mito, but instead I'm just predicting consistent solid golf for him this week, plus 145 on the outright for Mito. Bo Hostler plus 190. Going to bring a string of really quality finishes into this one. Bo Hostler plus 190. Can get real hot with the putter. Hopefully the small target areas aren't too big of a problem for Bo, and he sort of made the minor corrections as to what held him back in that final Sunday in San Antonio. Finally, Henrik Norlander plus 400 T40. Speaking of San Antonio, nobody was striking it better in San Antonio than Henrik Norlander. That presents a great opportunity. These are very small target greens. That ball striking here, I'm not asking Norlander to do anything but T40, cash a 4-1 T40 off an event where he was probably the best at ball striking in the entire field. And we're going to a course with some of the smallest target area greens, targets on the entire tour for the entire season. A lot of check marks, in my opinion, for Norlander this week, who historically we've seen when he gets hot, he can seem to run that hot iron play for a little bit. He does that this week. We're surely going to cash that T40 plus 4 at 4-1. Let's get it. I'm Geoff Fienberg. Hit the like, leave a comment, your favorite prop this week. I'll be back next week. I believe it's team golf. And I like the vibe change. My only complaint is I wish we separated our vibe change. By that, I mean, we just had match play. Love match play. Some people don't like it, but either way, it's a nice change of pace to the monotony of stroke play all year, monotony of stroke play. Now we're going just quickly into the team event. I wish they were separated a little bit, but again, there's so many weeks on tour, week in, week out. They could do so many different things with so many of those events. That's a conversation for next week. Enjoy RBC Heritage, a beautiful course. Certainly no Augusta, but some beautiful backdrops. We'll see the lighthouse all week. Have a drink every time you see the lighthouse. There'll be more drinks than every time I say the word like. I'm out.